If you've planned your YouTube channel for months and still haven't shot a single video, you're in the right place. And also, same. So I'm Steve, mid-40s, married, 3 little kids, which means it often feels like my schedule is like a game of Jenga, where all the pieces are on fire. I got my ADHD diagnosis about a decade ago, and it took me a few years after that to really accept it. And the weird part is, neither the diagnosis or accepting the diagnosis suddenly made everything about ADHD easy. Shocking, I know, but it did finally start to explain why my brain does what it does. I want you to straight up, I'm not some YouTube guru. I don't have a silver play button to flex with. I'm not a licensed professional of any sort, and I don't pretend to have magic answers that solve all of your problems with no effort from you. What I am is a person who has spent a stupid amount of time learning and researching YouTube. All things YouTube. And then learning how to do YouTube with ADHD. When I try to do it the normal way, I wind up turning it into a semester-long research project where I never turn in the final paper. And it's because I always fall into the trap. We thrive on the dopamine we get from planning and optimizing and learning the stuff we're really good at. And then we tend to forget the actually start part. And in some ways, the channel itself is going to be partially the focus of the channel, because I'll be building it in real time, and stuff that works and stuff that doesn't, I'll be able to share with you as I learn right along with you. We are at times going to use my progress as an example. Fun. I'm kidding. Mostly. This channel is mostly for ADHD creators, but really anyone who gets overwhelmed and has executive dysfunction, especially with traditional YouTube advice. It's for the person who's creative and funny and full of ideas, and then paralyzed by perfectionism, or distracted, or burnt out, or all three before lunch. What you'll be getting here is ADHD-friendly creator advice, tailored to people with brains like ours. Not to say that other people won't get use out of it, but that is what the focus will be. When we tackle workflows, it will be workflows assuming that you have ADHD, stuff that we can actually function with. Tools to help you stop the research cycle, stuff like timers and templates, shortcuts, minimal steps, stuff that we can get done. We'll go over filming and editing and even approaches that will work when you're having those low energy days. And we will be focused on accountability, but not accountability that is shame-based. Unless that's what you like, I'm not here to judge. Now, I'm not going to pretend that you need some perfect system. In fact, this is going to be a theme of the channel. Chasing perfection is the trap. But we need something that we can actually use. Which brings me to one of the main systems we are going to be tackling on this channel, and that is Pomodoro. It is an ADHD-friendly version of Pomodoro, not the TikTok productivity influencer version. So yeah, if you heard Pomodoro and immediately thought, ugh, timers, ugh, bleh, I get you. And if you don't know what Pomodoro is, here is the standard version, which tends to be kind of a nightmare for people with ADHD. 25 minutes of work, 5-minute break. Repeat 4 times total, and then you take a longer break. And you stick to that schedule. And for a lot of people, that's fine. It keeps them on task. For us, it can fail hard. 25 minutes can feel like a prison sentence and is too long for a cold start. And 5 minutes somehow seems both too long and too short. And not only that, a lot of times breaks in general will just completely derail us. Pomodoro's entire concept is based on one thing, and that is you can start and stop on command. And let me know if you agree with this. If I could start on command, I wouldn't need Pomodoro. ADHD is an activation problem, not a talent or ability problem. So this is a system that I've been using and that actually works for me. And it is, instead of 25-5, we go 10-3. And that is kind of the default system that we will be coming back to over and over in this channel. 10 minutes of work, 3-minute break. 10 minutes is small enough not to overwhelm your brain. Think, I can do this for 10 minutes. Do pretty much anything for 10 minutes. But it is long enough to start building some momentum. So here's how it works. And here's how we're going to use it starting out. Step 1. Pick a micro task. It's something so small that it's almost impossible to fail. Set up the tripod. Not set up the shot, set up the tripod. Or Open your editing software. Choose a photo for your thumbnails. Just choose the photo. Don't design the whole thumbnail. Just choose the photo. The point here is to make it as small and doable, but still, impactful. And that is where we can start building up our momentum. And God, we love momentum. So the smaller, the better. Just think, let's roll that snowball. So step 2, set some sort of visual timer. Not just an alarm that's on your Alexa in the other room. Set your phone up with a timer somewhere that you can see, somewhere that is in your line of sight. Or if you can download a timer app on your computer, get a physical egg timer or tomato timer, whatever you want to call it. Plop that down on your desk. I don't care. As long as it is visible to you, because if it's hidden, it's out of sight, and out of sight is out of mind. If you can see it, it keeps your brain tethered to reality, and it helps time blindness not start to set in. And you know how that is. You start working and you either get distracted and wander off, or you start working and all of a sudden it's 3 a.m. and you don't know where the entire night went. So once you get your timer going, you start your micro tasks, something that you picked that was stupidly easy. I'm going to just toss out a couple more examples for fun. Clean one spot on your desk. Not the whole desk, just ADHD clean it. Move the spot that's going to be in the shot over here out of the shot. Bam, you're done. Do your mic check, record a test clip. Open your script. Open it. Just don't even start writing. Just open your script. And then chalk that up as a win. Step 4, repeat. You're not trying to become a productivity robot. You are just trying to stack up your wins. And here's where we really sort of diverge from traditional Pomodoro. In traditional Pomodoro, if you remember that 25-5, you are supposed to take that 5. That helps normal people not get that brain burnout. This is the thing for us, and you probably already know it. We get that hyper-focus going. And hyper-focus hates being interrupted. Hates it. This is the one rule that makes Pomodoro work for us. If the timer ends and you are rolling, if you are on that wave, you just keep going. The break and the timer are not set in stone now. They are there as guardrails to keep you from going over the edge. Kind of a sanity check on occasion. Be like, should I take a break now? Or have I hit a wall? Or have I gone completely off track and need to be brought back to a reality? And most importantly, to ask yourself, am I overprotecting now or am I done? All of those things. But it's not there to force you to take a break. The break exists to almost save you from yourself. It's not there to kill your flow. And this is why this all works. For ADHD brains, finishing a 10-minute block, that's a win. And we love to win. And wins build motivation, and then motivation builds momentum. And that's how you finish videos. Not with heroic focus sections, but with repeatable momentum hits. So next, we're going to get into a workflow that won't turn your first YouTube video into a 6-month planning process. And if you want ADHD-friendly YouTube support, feel free to hit that subscribe. No pressure. The channel will be here when you need it, and we will be growing right alongside you. I will see you in the next one.